What's up? What's up? You heard me? This another ep coming from the notorious P3, you dig? One of Uptown's finest, you can say what you want to say about a lot of guys that, you know, been in the game, you know what I'm saying, that came up in the game. Everybody got something to say about different individuals. Like, you know, that's just like, the situation with Giggity. You know what I'm saying? And Boosie talking about how he feel about Giggity not being able to come to the city and this and that. About different affiliations with different people. You dig? And I'm gonna be honest with you. There's only one guy that said something I totally disagree with as far as what he said, because what he said really ticked me off. Because I've been doing time in and out the penal system in different states, you know what I'm saying, since I was an adolescent. You dig? My very first charge I caught when I was 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? It was attempted murder, but it got dropped to assault and battery. It was an incident that happened when I was 9 years old, when I was at the Dollar Show on Airline. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know my daddy my daddy has been Cadillac, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? So my daddy Cadillac Red felt like, you know what I'm saying, man, my sister was supposed to go to the Dollar Show instead of the Joy on Canal Street when we was younger, you know what I'm saying? Because it was easier for us to be, without any supervision. And it was me and my baby sister, you did, when I caught the charge. But I said all that to say this. By Charleston White saying, fuck a nigga in jail, a nigga in jail can't tell him nothing, and such and so on and so on. And by him pre-scripting shit, but he letting it be known everything that he do and situations come up with podcasts, is everything is, you know what I'm saying, premeditated from a pre-scripter, what y'all gonna talk about prior to. With me, nigga, no, I don't do that. I don't do no pre-scripting. I don't do no what we gonna ask about, what we gonna talk about, because when I come on anybody format, whoever it is, if I talk to you about some my cousins or whatever, it's not prescriptive. We talking about real issues and what come to mind. You know what I'm saying? And by him saying, fuck a nigga in jail, can't tell him nothing, even though he's stating where niggas in Texas or out there where he at or whatever, nigga can't tell him nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you stupid. You're a real athlete. You dig? And you need to find a lane other than fucking with niggas that's in jail. You dig? I said that because I mean that. And I say what I mean and I mean what I say. You dig? You got buku niggas I know that's locked up in jail. You feel me? Real niggas. Niggas from out the Cali, from uptown and downtown. Real niggas. All on the West Bank. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas that's locked up in various institutions, going through a lot of shit. Some niggas locked up falsely, and some niggas locked up for charges that they did commit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the first time I did my real pinch, it was for a crime I did commit. I'm not gonna say I didn't commit that crime, but this second charge, I was locked up for a charge I was at liberty to saying I was in it with somebody else. But in the end, I took the charge for everybody. You did, and fell down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at situations different, and I learned a lot. You feel me? That's why when I look at that boy, I'm gonna go ahead on and say his name. You heard me? when I look at, you dig, this guy total 360 from when I knew of him and knew of certain situations dealing with him. He's then made a total change. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of him because he's more of a thinker now. And I can see why my little cousin, Calio Bug, you know what I'm saying, why he deal with him. You feel me? And I salute that, for real. You feel me? Anytime his little girl call him Bug, her uncle, you dig? You know, and it's funny how people learn and grow and develop within themselves, sometimes behind walls, and sometimes you don't have to, you know, get locked up to learn yourself as a man. You feel me? And Kevin Gates has become a real thinker, a real man. He know himself. You know what I'm saying? And he coming direct. You feel me? And I respect that. Because from the guy I knew, even when I was in Slidell and I used to go by this cat named Steve Drummer, who used to make beats. My other little partner from around that way, from BR, he go by the name of Young Merc. You feel me? His real name, Chris Young. You dig? And him and Kevin Gates making music together. And they used to go by Steve Drummer and go get beats and shit. Every now and then I used to slide over there and shit like that because Slidell was my stomping ground. Slidell was for me for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud of Kevin Gates and the person that he's become. You know what I'm saying? And by him admitting to the world that, you know what I'm saying, he gonna be who he gonna be. But as far as the growth and development within himself, how far he came, you know what I'm saying, you got to respect it. You feel me? And, you know, not only that, just like my little cousin Johnny Boo, you dig, they got this issue about Terrence Gangster Williams dealing with Giggity. You feel me? A lot of people don't understand how things work when you live in this life and the situations that you get put in. You know what I'm saying? When you behind that door and the detectives and the enforcement officers telling you about this and that, and you got to sit up there, you either going to say, I want to speak to my lawyer, I'm done talking. Even though you tell them that, they still forcefully trying to make you do this or make you do that. You know what I'm saying? But for him to come home and show the world he's not changing from this and that, and he don't care who deal with him or who don't deal with him. Some things are premeditated even when it comes down to those situations. Because I know a guy who had a life sentence when he was locked up. But the way him and his people designed it, because he was a Black Peace Stone. And I ain't gonna say his name and all that, but we was in Mississippi and he was going back and forth to court. One of his partners told him to tell the people to put the charges on him and tell him that he done it. Because it was the only way to free him. And once he got freed, they gonna find a way to free him. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying that to say, my reason for looking at it, because I know why Gangster came home. Gangster came home to free other guys. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's the only member that they see out the Hot Boys that's still standing, there's more members of the Hot Boys that names don't get brought up. You feel me? That's not dead. But that's the operation of the way it works. You know what I'm saying? And as far as what Boosie was saying, I respect his mind on that because Boosie was incarcerated facing a life sentence and about to die behind people getting on the stand and telling on him and ratting on him and talking about things they don't know about. And from my religion and what I believe in, you know what I'm saying, Allah Akbar, I want the same for you as I want for myself. And I'm not going to speak on things I don't have no knowledge of. You feel me? And that's the way it's supposed to be. If I don't know, I'm not going to speak on it because you got a lot of different guys that's getting on these things talking about this one and that one and don't even know. Wasn't even there. Couldn't tell you about what happened and who pulled the gun and who ran this way and did this. You feel me? We talking about in the early 90s when I ran. You know what I'm saying? When it was our region. And a lot to change from then up until now. You feel me? But there's a lot. There's a lot. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that goes on. And there's a lot that goes on inside the prison walls. You feel me? When I was incarcerated, I ran into a lot of my partners. You know what I'm saying? When I was in Winfield, that's just like Sicko. Can't nobody tell me about Lamar. Lamar, a real soldier. A real lovable type dude. They don't understand him the way I know him. You feel me? And how far he's willing to go for somebody he loves. You feel me? That's